During a panel discussion on racial injustice, Chick-fil-A CEO Dan Cathy said that white people should be ashamed of the way the black community has been treated and need to do more to make amends. As a personal act of contrition, he then proceeded to bend down and shine the shoes of his fellow panelist, hip-hop artist Lecrae. Not satisfied with this gesture alone, Cathy continued on to do Lecrae's laundry, make him breakfast, and open a joint bank account. Experts believe it won't be long before Cathy realizes that he's accidentally entered into a domestic partnership with the rapper, forcing him to reconsider his stance on gay rights. NASA recently opened a competition for individuals to design a toilet that can function on the moon. They've asked the public to send in their designs for a lunar loo, with the winning design being awarded a hefty cash prize. Apparently some smart-ass liberal said we should just send Donald Trump up there with his mouth open, but NASA responded in a letter that unfortunately Mr. Trump is already so full of shit he wouldn't be able to accommodate anymore. An Arby's in New York was robbed several weeks ago, with burglars making off with over $1,500 worth of roast beef, corned beef, and curly fries. Thus far, authorities do not have a description of the suspects, but have asked citizens to be on the lookout for anyone either suffering through 48 hours of nonstop diarrhea, or whose eyes are filled with a type of shame only brought on by having endless fast food options and still choosing Arby's. When asked about sentencing for the offenders, the DA said, "Haven't these poor bastards suffered enough?" In response to a defamation suit filed against Fox News host Tucker Carlson, Fox's legal team employed a creative courtroom maneuver, denying that Carlson's program is news at all. In court last week, Fox News' attorney Erin Murphy asked, "Would a reasonable viewer be coming here and thinking, this is where I'm going to be hearing the news of the day?" Well, just stab poor Tucker in the heart, why don't you, Erin? That is cold-blooded, lady. Tucker and I don't agree on a lot, but this man has a family, for goodness sake. Could you imagine being an accountant for a firm that's being sued for tax evasion or something, and when you get to court, your company's strategy is to point at you and be like, "You think this idiot's a real accountant? Look at him. He's a sympathy hire. He's a moron." We're with you, Tuck. Stay strong, bud. In India, a group of protesters gathered to encourage their fellow citizens to boycott China. Unfortunately, some of our more discerning viewers might have noticed that the country featured on the banner was not China at all, but the United States of America. It remains to be seen whether the group's Boycott China rally will gain widespread support, but it's obvious that last month's Boycott Geography class campaign has been a smashing success. Finally, in Austin, residents are blaming outdated technology for the long wait times needed to receive their coronavirus test results. Apparently, some labs in Texas are still having their results faxed to them, which then need to be manually entered into the computer before a patient can be notified. A representative of one of the labs that has come under scrutiny says this is the first time the issue of archaic technology has been raised, adding that they even have a special phone line dedicated to handling consumer complaints, and it hasn't rang once all month. Cathy continued on to do Lecrae's laundry, make him breakfast, and open... in New York was robbed several weeks ago with the burglars. This man has a family. This man has a family. You sound crazy. This man has a family, Aaron. He's got a family, you sick son of a bitch. Last month's Boycott Geography class has been a smashing success. Gah.